And we're live again. So this is the third attempt I'm doing today. For some reason that's still there. So I just moved my right hand side monitor to the left hand side because if I have it on the right hand side, Windows goes all weird. If I exit the game, it will try and restore the screen and everything will go weird. So I hope this will fix that problem. I see that it's alive and well. So I've been trying to stream a certain game for a long time, and for some reason it wouldn't work. The biggest reason is that it was a DOSBox game, and DOSBox doesn't really like to tap in and out of programs, which I think you have to be able to do to make a normal stream happen. So I'm trying to do it now with a modded version of the game, which of course, because I live under a rock, I never realized there was a modded version of the game. So this is the modded version of the game. Oh, the unmodded version of the game. Sorry, I put the other one here. So this is from GOG.com. So if I try and load this, it's gonna be very messy. Okay, so it already happened. It didn't like that I was trying to do two things at once, and it just left. So the game crashed. This may be because of the mod, but that's something which would just happen with that game from time to time. So now there's a new launcher. One of the really nice things about the mod is that now there's a more high definition version of the game. So you, instead of just launching the game, you go to this screen, you can set everything up. I hope I've set everything correctly. I'm actually playing at a high resolution now, which I'm not going to be streaming at because I don't think going above 1080p is going to be nice for my computer. It will probably catch on fire if I try to do that. So. Okay, so this is weird. Why is it doing that? That's a bullfrog game. This may just be for the menus that it's rescaling this, because on my actual screen it's not rescaling this. Let's start a new game. And of course the original campaign, because we're old school.
Eversmile. Set in the realm of joy, the people of Eversmile are plagued only by aching facial muscles, and not anthrax as we had hoped. Eversmile is a disgusting land of good humor and polite frivolity.
Polite frivolity. Let's see what happens when we go into the game. Yeah, it does go full screen. Okay, so that's cool. We can live with that. Welcome to level 1 of Dungeon Keeper. If there's a lot of background noise, by the way, I'm sorry. I live in a box. The wind has hold here. I have nothing to say about that. It just happens. Let's make a little dungeon. So the game is telling me all sorts of things to help me learn, teach the game. First creature enters the dungeon. Hello, creature. It's the weakest creature there is. It's a fly, which is both weak and strong because it can actually fly, which with certain terrain is very useful. So the imps are working for us, and what we can do is we can enter the brain of an imp. and become one to help them go a little faster. So in first person mode you can see the name of the creature, which doesn't do anything. It's just something they put in because they were really cool. The people who made the game. Oh, there we go. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that every edge of my dungeon is defendable, which the way you defend is by making the walls this kind, a reinforced wall, instead of dirt or earth, whatever. So it's telling me that I don't have a treasure room, which at the moment when I do that, the game will understand that I'm a step further in the game, so it will give me something, because this is basically a tutorial level. So I'll make the treasure room now. It will say, "Greedily done, keeper. Now you need to turn some of your dungeon into a lair." Okay. So the way I'm dragging now to make rooms is a new thing as well from this mod. Normally you would have to make a lair or a treasure room or any other room by placing tile after tile after tile after tile. I believe Dungeon Keeper 2 had that option, which is nice. It's quality of life kind of change. So the imps are obsessed with gold, so if you don't put them to work the right way, they will just keep annoying you with things to do with gold. They will try and put all the gold they have in their pockets here in the treasure room, but oftentimes you want them to do other things. So I'm setting them a task. I'm putting them next to the wall to say like, hey, you can reinforce these walls, because if your dungeon is completely reinforced, there's only one spell that can get through, and it's a spell that only becomes available very late in the game. So the way I would play, I would throw away some of these guys, some flies for beetles, because beetles are, I believe, a tad stronger. We can also control our creatures, but the beetle for some reason has this weird FOV effect. I don't know why they did this. Is it because of the, yeah, I guess it's because of the eyes that a beetle would have in real life, but it's not a way to play a game. So Mark is asking what I'm doing, which of course I'm not too sure about it, but I'm playing Dungeon Keeper, which is what I would normally do on a Monday. But I want to try out the new webcam, and I want to try and see what kind of things I have to do with the audio to make it normal, because I have a feeling that there's a double audio coming in from the webcam, because I have speakers in front of me which are displaying sound to me. So here you have the question mark, the information panel, which tells me I have 6 creatures and 2 rooms right now. I have a third room to build, but at the moment I build that, the game will understand that I'm ready to go on with the game, and it will trigger an event. Oh, come on, man. I don't want sound on my phone on. There we go. Oh, one of the imps has gone rogue. So I'm trying to take some more time to get some more creatures. But I don't really want to wait too long, because it's gonna get boring as all heck if I wait too long. So as you see, the imps are fortifying your walls, is what he's saying, which, yeah, that's what we're doing. I can make more, but every time I do, it becomes more expensive. So the first one is 600, 750, 900, they will continue to become more expensive. So another thing I think you could do, we know that heroes who are gonna attack us spawn right there. So we could make a wall around them as well. But yeah, there they are. So these are the heroes. So the game is gonna tell me intruders approach. They seek gaps in your fortifications, which is anywhere there's dirt here, that would be a gap in the fortification. And the reason I went around the whole water thing here is because normally the intruders would come in through the holes anywhere. That's a cool detail. So if you turn dirt into wall here, it will actually take the corner with it. Okay, so I am in time to reinforce, but it doesn't seem I'm getting more creatures, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, we're at level or maximum amount of creatures. So let's just open up the walls. There's the enemy. The other one is over here. Yeah, there they come. So they're now fighting, which we can see in this screen. And when you kill a hero, you get some gold from it. So we have dwarves attacking us, which are the tunnelers. I believe there's two types of dwarves. And the other guy is actually a very nice character, which in the end game is nice because if you capture them, which we can't do yet, it will turn into a Lord of the Land or Knight, which is pretty much the strongest creature there is in the game. So there we go. So we're capturing all the territory which has been laid bare to us. So there's a portal here, but we can't see it, which later in the game there would be like a portal here. So you would see where the creature can spawn. But I don't know why they don't have it. So here's the Lord of the Lands. I'll get my imps to safety. Lord of the Lands. He's very strong, but he's only level 1. So he's not that strong. He will damage one creature at a time, so if we're lucky, we can get the creature away from him as they get damaged. And they don't die, which is better for the rating. And there we go. We have killed the Lord of the Lands. We have captured level 1. There we go. So then it says your work is done. Now there is no one to prevent you from obliterating. And then we get the success. The land is yours. You need to read very fast. So we're done with level 1. I'm gonna try and do level 2 as well, because why not?
Branahawk. War and anthrax have taken to this land like fleas to a rat. The region is, thanks to your unstinting efforts, now a major eyesore.
So after the level, it tells you what the country or the area has become now. So the rating is 3900, which is just enough to get here. It transforms it into 256. I don't know how the rating works. So I've got level. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Now it changed to 906. Whatever.
Coziton, a hideous sham of a town in which the prosperous citizens have no gripes or moans. Sadly, even the children are happy and secure. This is because they aren't punished for non-existent crimes.
Oh dear, those children not getting punished for non-existent crimes. Yeah, from the loading screen it goes full screen again, so that's something that wasn't working earlier on. So there's a lot of gold here, and I normally choose to excavate all the gold first, because we like gold. And there's 4 imps, so we'll have 1 imp go there, 1 imp go here, 1 imp go here. So the thing we're capturing here is the portal, which is where all the creatures come from. They will be guided to your dungeon based on what you have. So if you have certain rooms, rooms the creature likes, you have a chance to attract it. So I'm letting 1 creature excavate here because if you have 2, you will get 2 piles of gold with every piece of gold seam, and I rather have 1 piece of gold because I can only grab 8 things at a time. So if this one is 400, 1020, which is 1 piece of gold. I don't know why the first one was smaller. So when he destroys this, another 1020. So it's easier for me to grab all the gold which I like. To be I guess a bit quicker with the game. It doesn't really matter right now. So at the end of the stream here, there's what is it called? A treasure room. I was gonna say treasury, but close enough. So as long as these imps don't attack the same brick, it's okay. It's not annoying. You'll still get the big piles of gold. So I normally check that out. So if I put down the 8 piles of gold, you will get 1 big pile. I didn't do it correctly now. So as you can see, that's 6,000 now. Well, let's just check out who is doing what. So I'm gathering all the gold because it takes a long while for the imps to walk back and forth to the stream from a treasury. I don't want to save on that time. It would be even quicker if I would control one of the imps and do it myself, but it's really boring. So I'm not doing that. I have a feeling there was a water stream here. So I'm unsure if I can excavate the one in the corner. I don't play these early levels too often. So I was right clicking and I slapped one of the creatures. What this does is it makes them a bit more eager. So now you have 2 excavating here, 3 even, so you get multiple piles of gold for 1 block, which is really annoying. Okay, so we have everything excavated. I don't need this room after this because the gold is going to be here. Last piece of gold will lead to a treasury. Okay, I think I have all the gold in the level. Yeah, looks like it. So there's a treasure here which we just discovered, and because of that I don't want to build another one. I'll make it a bit larger, and after I build all the rooms we have available to us, there we go. After I build them all, there will be a extra room added. So I'm just making a big space here for some rooms because it's more proficient if you have everything close together. So the place where you have the gold, you want to be next to your training room, which we don't have yet. Because I'm trying to kind of min-max the game right now. I'm really not sure about this, and I don't have the Sight of Evil spell yet. So there's the treasure room. And now we're gonna put more gold down. So if we say that this is the 5x5 about area for the training room, we'll have the hatchery next to it, so creatures can walk from the training room to the hatchery, and I don't know, we'll put that here. It's like their living quarters. If they need to rest, they'll go there. If they don't have a task, most creatures will have a room they prefer to go to, but some will just sit there. So now we're getting the training room, which I have a feeling when I build the training room, I will get probably spawn the enemies. There's like a fort down here, which enemies spawn from. So we could already make a bit of a hallway that way, somewhere like here, if I'm not mistaken. We can make some more imps. Who should be enforcing walls? Yay! So I've been playing this game for like a couple years after it came out, and it's not really that new anymore. So I'm really excited about this mod, which gives you a better resolution, so you can like zoom out and still know what you're looking at. So if you look in the corner here of the room with all the gold, you'll see that the corner isn't being picked up like that. So normally the corner would be reinforced, but there's water here, which you can kind of see, I think, by those edges, but you can see it on the big map. If you look at the detail here, you can see like, hey, there's water there. And the same thing's going on over here. And I don't recall if you could or couldn't grab that one piece of gold. So let's not. Yeah, okay, so creatures can hone their fighting skills, which is great. But I believe the enemy only attacks after you actually have a training room. So let's assume that, and not make it too eagerly. Let imps reinforce some walls. The enemies in this level will be level 1. So I'm just going to be stronger than them anyway. So I reckon this is one of the most boring games you could play for a stream, but it's basically my favorite game. I felt like trying to stream once in a while. So yeah, let's not do anything too hard. Let's just play the game I've been playing for like a decade or something. I still remember that first time I saw this game, I wanted the original big box, which was in the store then. So I actually went to the store to buy it. I think it was at a Dixon's store, so I think we already had the game. Somewhat legally obtained it, but we went to the store to buy the big box, which is the thing next to me. It's not the one I had back then, because I chose to cut it up. I don't know why. And after I cut it up, I kept the booklet and some of it, but I think I was just trying to make the space available to something else. But I don't really understand my logic as a kid cutting up a good box like that. Okay, so this one imp is doing weird things. It's running around instead of making the wall stronger. And I've made a little passage here, so I have an outside wall which I can reinforce first, instead of having all this space available to have to reinforce. So we're about done. So let's go there and build ourselves a training room. So now it says, allow imps time to fortify the walls of your dungeon. This increases the efficiency of rooms and repels would-be invaders. So the best thing probably would be to have every room surrounded by a wall like this, but I don't care about it. So at this point we get a new creature, a demon spawn. So I'm gonna delete some creatures, just so I have the strongest creature available. So they will keep reinforcing walls, which at this point it doesn't matter really anymore. Just have to train up some creatures. I think level 3 would be plenty, and they really like training. So this creature will come into your dungeon, the demon spawn, and it will just start training. It doesn't need incentive, so if I want a fly to train, I'll have to drop him in there, and then you'll see it goes to active, to working. But when it comes into the dungeon, it will just sit in your lair. So I don't want these anymore. I think one fly is enough, because I do like to have it explore the area. It's not really a good reason to do that, but I just like it. So the gold right now is 30,000. There's more gold there, but it doesn't fit in the room anymore. So if I'd like to have more of it, I'd have to make the room bigger, but the imps are here. They will just grab the stack here. Whatever fits into the room, they will put down. So we got another creature we don't want. Bye. Let's grab the new one and throw it in here. So yeah, every creature has their own interests and the thing they are good at. At this point we only have one specialty room, but eventually you're gonna get more and more. And the more rooms you have, the more different creatures you're gonna get. So this demon spawn is not the strongest guy by any stretch of the imagination. But at a certain point in the game, they will become dragons. So if you train them all the way to level 10, which is, I think it's past level 10 or 11 or something, instead of just having a demon spawn, they can become dragons. The thing is though, it kind of replaces them with dragons after that. So I don't know how useful that is as a mechanic. So the game was produced by Bullfrog, which was a really nice game studio back then, and of course it was bought up by the people at, I believe, EA, who don't use the license for anything useful, because I think there's a lot of people who'd be pretty interested in playing this game like I am now in high definition, or even higher definition than we're looking at here, but it doesn't seem to be happening. So the heroes are coming. They spawn from here. There's like a small room here next to the water. I think these guys spawn there, and eventually they'll spawn down here. There's a big fort there, so I will go find them. Oop. And I always like to have them end up where my creatures are training, so the stronger creatures will be able to attack them, and I can set free the fly now. I just want the fly to explore in case I miss anything on the map. Okay, we're having a fight now. Keep the fighting tab open. So it's the dwarves again. There's two types of dwarves for some reason. One is a tunneler and one is not. Okay, so I'm wondering what's gonna happen here. It's not exploring that. I will give him some help. Oh, come. Okay. So fly, as you control it, you're actually able to fly, which is really nice if there's lava in the level. Because a fly can bypass the level lava just by flying over it. So let's see if I was right or wrong. No, I was wrong about it. Okay, we can just excavate the last piece of gold there. There must be a different level I'm thinking of where that became an issue. So there's a second party now attacking, which did come from this, well, yeah, hold. Now the hold isn't connected to the mainland, so I can't really do anything with the hold, but you can explore it like I'm doing now. It's just nice to explore the whole level. There you go. Let's meet them there. Remove the imp. Put them over here, and I have to protect my heart. Because the heart is the thing which is my life. So as a player, your heart is the sign of your health. So if this is big, it's good. The more it gets attacked, the smaller it gets until it is just gone. Okay, let's grab the gold and excavate the last piece here. Okay, we have a new attacker. It's the Lord of the Land, which is only level 1. And because I made an effort to get close to creatures here, I can just drop down my creatures next to the Lord of the Lands. Yeah, this is way too easy. Okay, so here we have it. First 2 levels of Dungeon Keeper. I hope the stream went well. I'll have a good look at it, see if there's anything I can improve on the settings and the stuff I'm using. I will eventually not be playing Dungeon Keeper on stream, but doing something else. Maybe open something up or make some. Oh, here we go. Make some models happen. But I just want to try some things. I have some extra screens that I found recently, and I thought it'd be cool to just try this out. So if anybody watches this, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about Dungeon Keeper or you want to see more of it, ask me. I'm down. I really like the game, so I'll make a save game. Let's call it streaming time. So if I want to continue, we can continue there. So let's finish this level.
Darkana. The surviving citizens have more on their plates than a demon spawn with 3 dead adventurers to munch. Not that many citizens have survived as such.
There we go. We exit the game and we stop streaming.